Hello students, this is class. This is class 9th. Class 9th. Subject biology and date is 23/4/2021. 23/4/2021. So we studying lesson the fundamental unit of life. Chapter 5, the fundamental unit of life. Chapter 5, the fundamental unit of life. The fundamental unit of life we are studying. Last time we observed the onion peel, and in onion peel we found such type of the structure. 1 unit, 2, 3, 4 in this way. Such structure we got in the onion peel when observed. It has no matter whether the onion peel is small or big. The cells are of the same type. The cells are the similar. Either the onion bulb is very big or very small. Same structure we will find in all the cases. These small structures that we see are the basic building units of these are the basic building units of onion. So these are the basic building unit of onion. What onion bulb we observed, and we find such type of the structures. These structures are called as the basic building unit of onion. It is made up of such structures, so many such building units joined together to form the peel of the onion. In the same way, so many peels form the complete onion. So these basic building units are called as the cells. So these structures are called as the cells. This happens not only in case of the onion, but it is applied for all the type of the living organisms, that may be plant as well as animals. In nature, we see that there are some single cells that lives on their own. There are many single cells. Single cells living on their own. Nature we see that the many single cells. Suppose this is one cell, two cell. This is single cell. We see in many cases single cell itself living on them. Here so many cells are there, but there are the many organism in which the single cell uh, living on their own. So you are familiar to some animals, some organisms are the unicellular or multicellular. So one is the unicellular organism. Unicellular organisms. In this case, some single cell itself live alone. Single cell itself live alone, and such organisms are called as the unicellular organism. You know some examples of unicellular organism as amoeba, paramecium, Chlamydomonas, Euglena, bacteria. These are the organisms, as we have seen in case of the onion peel. Single cell is there, this cell, this so many cells are there. But in unicellular organism, this individual cell live alone. A cell lives alone itself. So such organisms are called unicellular organism. When a single cell works as the whole organism, when a single cell work as a whole organism, such individuals are called as the unicellular organism. On the other hand, in many cases, many cells combine together or work together for an individual. In other cases, many cells work together for an individual. And here, a single cell work as an individual in case of unicellular organism. But in case of the multicellular organism, many cells together work for an individual. So unicellular organism, and next one is multicellular organism. Next one is the multicellular organisms. So first we have written unicellular organisms as amoeba, Euglena, bacteria, etc. And here single cell works as a whole organism, where single cell work as a whole organism. Single cell work as a whole organism, This is called as the unicellular organism. On the other hand, multicellular organism. Multicellular organism. Multicellular organism. As many plants and animals includes human beings. As human beings, or only human it is enough. Humans, plants, fungi, etc. In this case, many cells work together for an individual. In this case, many cells work together for an individual. Many cells work together for an individual. So here there is the variations in the shape of the cells, because in this case their division of labor is present. One type of the cell is involved for the digestion, one for the respiration, one for the nutrition. In this way, one cell for the sensation, one cell for the reproduction. So many functions are there, so many variations are there. As in case of the ovum, ovum is rounded somewhat, and sperm is somewhat such structure. One is the head region is there, and another tail is the very long tail is there. So this is sperm. So variation in the shape in the same way, and other as in case of the nerve cells, as in case nerve cells, this is these are the gametes. Ovum is such type, sperm such type, and this is the nerve cell. So these are variable in shape, variable in their the structure. Shape is variable, so these are also there because they involve in different function. They are specific in function. Here, division of labor is present. Means a particular type of the cell will perform a particular function. As you know, this is gametes. They involved in the reproduction. They will perform only process of the reproduction. In the same way, nerve cells, it is related to the sensation. In the same way, blood cells. In the same way, blood cells are involved in the transportation of the gases and protection of our body. So here division of labor is present. We also find the division of labor within the cell. Division of labor within the cell. We can also observe so division of labor within the cell, within a cell. Not only cells are variable in function, but within the cell many structures are there. These structures are specific in function. As you have studied in the previous class, that is the structure of the cell and also about the cell organelles. As a cell contains mitochondria, plastids, ribosomes, etc. Mitochondria involved in the oxidation, production of energy, so called as the powerhouse of the cell. It will generate the energy. Here is energy produced in form of ATP. So mitochondria involved in the production of energy. Plastids, production and storage of food and ribosomes involved in protein synthesis. Also here other cell organelles are there. Later we discuss in detail. So here division of labor is also found within the cell. It is not matter whether this is unicellular and the multicellular, but they have the mitochondria is there. This mitochondria is specific in function. It will perform for the production of the energy. Plastids, they involve only in the production and the storage of the food. They can store the carbohydrates, proteins and the fats. In these form, food is formed and it is also stored by the plastid. Later we discuss about the type of the plastids, leucoplast, chloroplast and the chromoplast. So in that chapter we will discuss in detail. Ribosomes, these involves in the protein synthesis. So in this way we find that division of labor is present in multicellular organisms and also within the cell, because cell have different components and these components are specific in function. These are specific function. It is form of the different type cell organelles we will discuss. So these cell organelles are the specific in function. Thank you. That's for today.